Mightyena is a Pokemon from Gen 3 that many people like, but unfortunately, didn't have its day of glory. No, Mightyena is not good and will never be an OU Pokemon. Why? Well, in this video, I will analyze Mightyena and propose an evolution for it, so it can finally viable competitively and maybe even become OU. But why is it so bad? The stats are below average, have poor bulk, pathetic offensive stats, and low speed for a Pokemon that should be offensive. Despite having the good ability to intimidate, it still struggles a lot and cannot make good use of it. This is even more evident in Gen 3. That time, for some nonsense reason, all Dark-type moves were special, and Mightyena, with its 90 base attack, was decent for that time, but didn't have taken any advantage of this, and was restricted to using a defensively set with Roar in very lower tiers. Obviously, it's not a good set, and the situation didn't get any better with the change of Dark-type moves to physical. It was still outclassed by many offensive attackers and basically any defensive Pokemon. Not even the addition of Quick Feet in Gen 4 and Moxie Gen 5 was enough. It still had a lot of competition with strong Dark types like Cacturne and Skuntank in lower tiers, which have much more utility and offensive power. Another problem is the lack of setup. Mightyena can boost its stats with any decent setup move, like Bulk Up and Swords Dance. Its only way to boost its attack is through How and Moxie, which, let's be honest, is very situational, and you will hardly have momentum to use How or KO any Pokemon with its mediocre stats, as I assure you, it won't have the bulk to use How. Oh, it also been Trailblaze in Gen 9, but I don't think it's enough to have CP potential. The proof is that it finally returned but still brought in the lowest tier of Smargle, ZU. Being weak against fire types is also a serious problem. Its only way to hit fairies are with Power Tail and Poison Fang, but they are not consistent as they have a chance of to miss or are very weak. It's only Stab Dark on deal any damage to any fire in the meta, and even its perfective damage will be pathetic. We still have some good utilities, like Punch and Sucker Punch for mind games and revenge, foul play, and decent coverage with Play Rough and Psychic Fangs. They even tried to use in Yo-Yo as an offensive Pokemon, but it was a disaster. So I tried a weird set, which wasn't that bad in some situations, but I felt I was playing with one less slot. So I think the real problem is the lack of decent stats and setup. I'll fix that. A decent evolution. My idea is to create a mix of Kingambit and Porcelana, a bulky slow Pokemon with a strong offensive power. So, its design is to communicate that as well. My inspiration was some bulky hyena species with larger humps, as well as bisons, which I think is an interesting subversion. In both bisons and hyenas live in savannas. Also, I want to draw inspiration from Italian godfathers. The design became bulkier with a bird and a mantle of fur, as well as head and ears that resemble bison horn, and the colors are the same as original Mightyena, very simple. Mightyena is done. The origin of the name is quite obvious, Lord and Hyena. I decided to make it dark brown as it's related with deserts and sandy soil. In addition of being a good type, a crocodile, Tinglu. I decided to keep Intimidate and Moxie as abilities and add Supreme Overlord since it has Lord in the name. And this will give it more offensive potential. Since it's bulkier, I think it's fair for it to learn Bulk Up and Body Press, or coverage. And for the ground stab, I think Headlong Rush and Earthquake are decent options. And since many Pokemon are learning, it could have Stealth Rock too. The stats are very similar to Kingambit and Porcelana. As I mentioned, they increase the speed a bit, as well happen with Bisharp. I think some sets it could have would be late game cleaner like Kingambit if Bulk Up and Wall Stab and Sucker Punch. and enough speed to outspeed King Gambit. Another option is a bulky setup, more special defensive, where the logic is the same, enough speed to outspeed base 70, but it will be less, depending of the need. Another option I thought is an offensive stealth rock. In this case, Intimidate and Moxie can work better. It is more useful early game. To expand in more defensive outvests will be less viable options too. But I think this way it has a niche potential in OU, even though Ritus is strong against it. What do you think? What do you think of Mightyena, and if it could have a chance in the chaotic meta of Gen 9? It's not over yet. There's another option because maybe another bulky ground type like Mightyena would be bad because of competition. In this case, I chose the idea of a member to create a new evolution option. Instead of a bulky wall breaker, it could be a glass cannon. Well, my inspirations were hyenas, of course, coyotes, the were hyenas he mentioned, and wendigos. The design mixes a little bit of their owl reference with a type of bone armor on the ribs and spine. It also has a goofy face because hyenas are like that. And the colors are basically the same as Mightyena, but a little darker. Mightyena is finished. A combination of Malice and Hyena is dark ghost type as the member requested and has potentially useful new abilities like weak armor and strong jaw. By the way, it will boost its exclusive move Shadow Maw, a ghost type move with 17.5 base power that recovers 50% of damage dealt. Basically, a physical Giga Drain that becomes stronger with strong jaw. It's fair for it to learn Poltergeist and Shadow Sneak as well, in addition to Stealth Rocks and Spikes. The stats are typical of a glass cannon, with high attack and a decent speed to outspeed Hoggerpaw. The shiny version is golden like the original, but less saturated. What do you think? Well, in my opinion, it could work as a good league because it's fast, has priority with Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch, and has hazards, being immune to rapid spin. Another good option is a choice item, especially Choice Band, to hit very hard if it's dual stab, or a faster variant with Play Rough to hit dark types. And there's an option of a weak armor with no stab, but unfortunately it only has how to set up. All Out Attacker is an option too, or maybe a taunt version to prevent recovery and Stall Breaker. The fact that it can hit dark types decently is the biggest problem of Mightyena, since a lot of Pokemon are actually dark type like King Gambit and Jingliu, but perhaps it will find its niche in lower tiers. What's your opinion? That's it. A big special thanks to Jackie Gilmore, Fight Bunny, and Jeremy Starr, and a special thanks to all the members so far. If you want to support my work and get rewards, become a member. Thank you. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, huggies.